Good morning. I'm late to my own party. Uh-oh. I thought it was 3:15 because I had the gardener today. So I'm still setting up a little bit. Bear with me. Bear with me. Um, oh, still also on the wrong one here. Still setting up for today. Let me just get this sorted. I don't know why it's giving the wrong. Why are you doing this? Hold on, guys. Why am I having the wrong audio capture? You are not doing what I want you to do. Okay, empty. There we go. That's my screen. Here we go. Okay. Now, $3.16. I'm very behind with everything now, so I have to really step up my game. That's here. Are you going away, my love? No, properly. There we go. That was a good video ICT did again. Well, that's one you really need to watch a couple of times, to be honest. But yeah, I'm very happy that I'm already using a few of his things. But definitely a very good refresher and some things that I definitely want to go over again. Now, let's have a look at the 1 hour. So we went already through that daily wick, right? So that's very bullish. We already took liquidity here. Just making a very quick recap for myself, quick catch up on everything. Yeah. This will be a very short. I don't want to make this too long of a session. So it's going to be a short one. I can get rid of this one because we don't need that anymore. And we're back at all-time highs, I guess. So that's really amazing. I mean, you saw it coming, right, with these equals. Just want to see. We're gonna have a 3:30 move, and I just want to, like ICT said, we have to now look at the higher time frame. We had a nice wick in this one. We're just gonna move up. I have to get my new. I'm so behind. I have to get my new funded account as well. Side. Stop trading that one as well. But yeah. Ah, what a move. Yeah, see, you had to be in it already. I'm slated for it. God damn it. That's enough. This is such a big, beautiful. We have to wait now till. sucks. Yeah, so late and you miss this kind of thing. Now I really am annoyed with this kind of well, nothing I can do about it, right? Okay, where's the thing next? Let's see. We've got some ways to do some calculations, and then we have to just add time element to it. Let's see. So I'm gonna do a few things. I'm sorry, I haven't done my proper setup because I've been busy. There's gardeners here, and they needed some guidance, but we're all not interested in that kind of talk, so we just have to get into it very quickly. Okay, we have one here, 125. Now I'm going to see. Oh, I don't want this. Okay, so then we get a we're going to get a little pullback. That's what we want to see, right? Nice, 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 nice. I'll go check some other levels. Are we done with the move up? No, we're done. So we're back at midnight right now. Let me just have a look. 38. Okay, here we go. 696. Okay. I really need to catch up because I want to get the good one. So another move. In case we're gonna get one. So quickly. See. So we went all the way down to. Okay. All-time highs, baby. All-time highs, baby. We're back at all-time highs. So now the question is, are we going to go higher in this model, or are we going to have a nice retracement now? I just wanted to sign in my I've had a new, and then I wanted to two-factor security, so I need to do stuff, so I couldn't sign in. So annoying. Okay. To configure at a new time-based token, use your app to scan the barcode. Because I want my other funded account to be added so I can trade it, right? Otherwise, there's no point. I need that one too. Okay, let me quickly do that because I'm long. I'm not interested in short. Are we still good? Oh. Trying to get my yeah. No, give me my funded account. So this is like so when you're behind because the whole morning there are different things that you need to do. Then you're not on top of things. Done. There we go. Agreement. What time is it? 3:25. I agree. Oh, nice move down. Let it go. I'm not gonna let it go down because I'm waiting for long. It's okay. It's okay. There's a lot. This is really would have been a really nice London session to be honest, but it's okay. It's always frustrating when you've been waiting and sitting on your hands, and then there's something you need to do, and then the market really works in your favor again, and then you miss it. But that's life, isn't it? But we're getting there. Okay, that's done. That's done. Okay, almost set up. Life gets in the way, and then you miss sometimes a good trade. We're getting set up, and we're getting ready to rock and roll. Because I think now, because after the FOMC, everything has. Let's say NQ had its laxative, and now I think we're just gonna go. I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna go all the way back further up, but we'll see. I just want to get my funded account online. Really focusing on that. Let's see what the 330 move is going to bring. Yeah, I'm very much interested in 24, 694-ish, 700. I really think we are going that direction. But I just got behind my laptop, and I really needed to set up everything. So I'm still, but hey. We're not done yet. Let me show you. You see this wick here? This is the rebalance, and then obviously we could say we have a finalized market maker buy model, but we've seen this before, right? Exactly when it goes up further into the range, but what you want to see is, just want to show you the 4 hour. We tapped into this fair value gap here very mildly, but are we going deeper into this one? It's 4 hour. ICT had a beautiful video again, and he went into grading these levels, right? Hey, how was your FOMC? Hey, SMC Charger, how are you? I'm sorry, guys. I was a little bit late because I was a little bit distracted, so I'm still actually starting up. I passed an evaluation during FOMC, but actually it was not during the. ICT made a beautiful video again, but I put it in the chat. But nobody. I was actually by myself yesterday, almost. Just a few people hopped in. He already went over that like a few years back. He mentioned it like it's a two-stage delivery. But as I managed to get the way down just before 2:30, I believe, and then I managed to just get my evaluation into funded. So I'm trying to get my funded now up and running. So yeah, I'm looking forward to today and tomorrow. How about you? How have you been doing? Let me just. Meanwhile, I'm just going to get my. Oh, are you? Have you seen ICT's videos? I mean, he's really it is refreshers, but he really goes more into depth on specific topics. I really like what he's doing, to be honest. Um, where's my buddy account? I want my account. I want to get in. Okay. Almost there, guys. I'm sorry. It's been a very hectic morning. Here we go. How's everyone else been doing? Did anyone else profit from the FOMC? It was a bit tricky, right? Because normally, I don't know S&C chart here. At 2:30, a lot of the times the real move comes at 2:30, but this time it was a little bit later, right? It was sort of like it had this retracement back up and then it went further back down. But yeah, it's most likely the same based on liquidity and narrative like FOMC. Yeah, I want to get 332. I want to get in that. I think I'm good for a year. Oh, you're good for a year. You got the you're good for a year because of the FOMC trade. Did you manage to establish that? That's awesome. Yeah, that's the one. That's how you want to do it, right? You want to wait for the proper moves and be more. But I mean, when you do a stream, you have to also do a little bit more of the shorter term trading. You know, for me, I also like doing that, but I want to get to a stage at some point, just having a few trades per year. Right? Well, no, I don't know. Well, not really, I guess, but I do want to be able to do that. I think that's high. Then you made it to the, I think, to the higher level. I'm gonna put my. Oh, here you go. I'm gonna put my paper trade in, and I'm gonna mimic it. The other. See, am I done? Because I'm interested in this move, but I need to get my bloody account up and running. This is. Here we go. Are we not done yet? I should wait. No, I'm gonna wait. Not yet. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna. I'm good for you. I waited for 2:45, yes, and I feel like dancing. Wow, so yeah. I think a lot of people were caught up with the move back up, right, with the retracement, and that's the move yeah, that was awesome. Wow, I'm so happy for you. That's amazing. I'm good for a year. Well, I mean, maybe with the next coming month, you can make it to a point that you're good for the next 3 or 4 years, I guess, right? So, yeah, I'm still gonna journal, and ICT goes over the whole move very in detail. I mean, not really the FOMC move, I guess, but now for the next time, you know, the retracement up was also like, I got my evaluation to the funded stage, so I couldn't do anything, and I was like, you know, I'm done. But it was quite interesting to see that we still have variations, right? And market structure shifts, yeah, you know, and Q, if you know how to read it, it doesn't get any better, I think. But hey, I know a lot of people that are going crazy for gold now, so I have to get into that one as well. But let me just double check if I've got my funded up and running. So I'm still bullish. I don't think we are really ready to go lower. Maybe just maybe lower just for a retracement. Let's see. Yes, got it. Okay. Okay, I'm up and running on my funded. It's activated now, so I'm a little bit behind. So I'm still chaotic. I might say. I might come across as chaotic. Because I was sort of thinking, oh, should I just cancel the stream and, you know, only do tonight? But no, I'm just going on. I don't care. I want to see you guys. So anyway, I was specifically watching for the daily volume imbalance. Yes. I think I had that even. I want to show something I had on the 4-hour marked. Let me show you on the 4-hour. That was so significant. You know, I've been sharing this on this channel, right? I don't know if you guys who is here. I've been sharing this. Always watch those candles which are almost a flat bottom with a wick next to it. If you have a manipulation, it's a very, you know, you can almost consider this a flat bottom. It's a very tiny wick. But then below this is a gap, right? And we have, so this is a very interesting point. So I was already looking at this. I had this level for later, but obviously it's just to then we might really be like bearish, right? If we go all the way. But yeah, I already had this. I was looking at this already, and the first time we went down, I think we didn't go down here before. I think it was quite late. Or that was the first move, then we went back up, and then we had the last move, something like that, yeah. So yeah, this imbalance was very, I had this one already, I was looking at this, and it didn't go there until, I think after the move up and then the last move down. So I was sort of like watching it, and I was like, are you really done? So, but it was, I would have been confused as well, I think, with that retracement up. So yeah, you had a really awesome trade going back to waiting for 245. So yeah, I still need to journal it properly, the whole move. But anyway, let's see. 338. $115. Yeah, I would have loved to have this move here to the upside and then be done, but I missed that one. So I'm still bearish for tomorrow. Yeah. So we had a Tuesday high, right? Most of the profiles give a Wednesday low. We did have a Wednesday low. Did we not? No. Hold on. No, we got a Wednesday high compared to Tuesday high. If you are bearish for tomorrow, are you bullish for today and then we get the retracement? You mean like a TGIF setup, or just bearish like we are now done? So I'm looking for the 700 level here. I'm interested in this high here around this area. Let me see what do I have here for level. Yeah. And maybe even higher. So what if I calculate it? This is the manipulation move, but we could add more. Okay, let's see. Change my screen for you guys because I am Luke. I use a time-based model, and I want to start sharing that more now with you, so it makes it more understandable what I'm looking at. So I'm going to change my my screen, so that gives you a little bit more insight. Because especially now we're going to, if we go to all-time highs, I need that data to really why are you not there? Where are you? I need you to show up. You are interested data 2, intraday data 2. Okay, come on now, show me. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so this is a different, this is what I use for trading. So this indicator calculates, I use root candles, and this calculates volatility levels that could be reached. And so according to this model now, we have reached the maximum volatility, but we always could extend, right? But we are already over it, and we're now here. So for me, I would not expect anything until we go into the next model. So that would be 344-ish. And you can see we went from the top already to the bottom of this level. And if there will be, we could go up here because this has not been reached yet. And we have standard deviations already calculated. And you can see how these root candles are really, you know, they are really, work as a support here, and there are specific times, and the Anar and Nine have developed this together with 2 degrees, and all credit goes to them. And I can share everything. They have a free a PDF about all the root candles and stuff like that. So if anyone's interested, let me know. I can share it with you guys. But this is what I look for, especially when we go to all-time highs, because it calculates the levels of the volatility, how high it could go, and things like that. Because it's all. Oh, I've got also here my models. Let me put my models. I'm waiting for 344 now. Let me just put my models on so I can show you what I'm looking at as well. Show table, all models. I want all models. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So I don't have any affiliation or anything. It's just what I'm just being open what I use right now. So Okay. The next model is called Bishop. We are now in turncoat, and what I'm looking at, have we extended the range? Like, have we used more than the average range? Yes, we have. 23.278 was the average range, and we've done 33. Now, what does that tell me? That we might not overextend in the next model. So we might go up to this level here now, but are we going higher? It could be. It looks like it. 345, yeah. I want to see reprice to the daily volume imbalance, settlement price disable, settlement price disable. We're going higher. I want to see reprice to the daily volume imbalance, and okay, I think I'm going to go back to my other screen. I don't think people are really interested in this one because it's just, it's just for me. I just want to share it, that what I use on the background if I talk about certain levels or certain things. Go back to my MQ. I just need to get back in. Okay.
Order filled.
$349. I'm doing my live, my funded, but just a micro because I still need to. I just got, just getting warmed up and didn't have much time to really get into the chart. So I'm just using one micro just to make sure that I'm really reading the market correctly and I'm on the bull. So just one micro. So yesterday morning with FOMC, I actually played my model, my 10-4. It actually played out. It was a very long way down. It took about, I think even after lunch, 12:15 or even 12:30, that it reached the 4 a.m. time. So technically the model worked. Hey Shazad, how are you? How are you doing? So I'm just saying that I put this trade on. I'm also doing this on my live account with one micro because I was a little bit late today. So I'm just mimicking. Just want to make sure that I'm on the ball. I might, if we reach the 1, I'm just going to see how we're going to react here. We might. Oh, yeah, that's what I like to see. There we go. Now I need you to spike a little bit further. Here we go. Okay, I need to do the same on my live account. It's not going to be, I don't want to have any losing trades. It's just one micro on my live account because I'm just starting. I was late today. And I just want to make sure I'm on the ball before I put in the big guns. There we go. So this is my level, 694-ish. Let's see if it makes it. So I was just saying that yesterday during FOMC, so my 10-4 model did play out, but it normally, it's a fast model. It's within 1 hour, 45 minutes, but this one was a long one. It was like after 10 o'clock till 12:30, but it still went there. Yeah, I'm doing well. I am focusing on slow growth, but yeah, sometimes I feel like that YouTube is not really pushing my videos out. So I'm sort of like wondering if it's like if you're starting out. But I'm just for me it's just being consistent, going online, also for myself, and just enjoying. But sometimes I wonder if you're new, how YouTube does that. So, because I'm looking at the impressions, and then it's like, I still have like I'm happy with the small group that I have, and I've got a very high rate because those few people, they're really, coming in and sticking with me. But the impressions that they send out are really low. But so that's the only thing that I'm sort of like, yeah, but I'm enjoying. I love this, and it keeps me in check as well, being online, and I don't want to do too foolish thing and everybody can see it because I don't want to delete any video. That's not the purpose. So if I do something stupid, everybody can see it who watched the video, right? So yeah, it's really good to do this to get more disciplined. I can tell you that. And be on, yeah, you just have to be honest. If you make a mistake, you make a mistake, right? It's you read things wrong, but hey, we're lifetime students, no matter what your level is, right? So there's always something new to learn. How have been doing? Have you been trading FOMC or pre or after FOMC? Thank you for the compliment, Shazad, that you want me to continue, because I need that. I need that support, because sometimes when I thought I wouldn't be insecure about views or subscribers, but I must say it does get to you a little bit sometimes when you see like, oh, I'm not really, it's going really that slow, or is it because I'm not doing something that is appealing to people, or is there no, are we saturated already? Because there's so many good, we've got so many good streamers already. So yeah, so I appreciate that. Thank you. So, but I'm just going to continue anyway, and just just do my thing and be who I am. I'm not going to change anything because I don't think I won't be happy doing that. And yeah, is there anything? So I need also feedback from you guys to make this channel work. If you want me to talk about specific things, going over specific things. Yeah, because I really want to focus on content and education, and meantime also have fun. But yeah, I really want to make about educational and where we can all grow together and learn. Okay, 356. So that makes me a little bit more confident in my trade, to be honest, because 356, we still have a few more minutes to go in the macro. I say a few more minutes to go because the macro goes from 10 to the hour to 10 past the hour. But sometimes when you have a run up already, which has been going on for a while, you always have to be careful about the at 4 o'clock, because the macro can, you can divide the macro sometimes in two stages. The one until 4 o'clock, and then after 4 o'clock it could go back down. So that's why I'm a little bit weary, like, okay, let's see if it goes up to that level within this time, because once it starts moving, when I can see some candles forming and like we're creating like a short-term high, I might scale the trade, because I'm like, okay, at 4 o'clock it might be done. But I'm sort of like, I think it might give a nice spike to the upside. I think you need to upload some videos and make a trading simple for beginners. Yeah, so I made a video. I don't know if you've seen that one, over trading and how the brain works. I need to make more shorts. I agree with you. I have to make more videos. And I'll tell you honestly, Shazad, sometimes I think if I'm thinking about content, I'm like, yeah, but there's so many videos already about that, and people should, don't people already know that? Are people really waiting for a video like that? So I love what you're saying. I think you need to upload something and make trading simple for. So do you mean make trading simple for how I trade? If I go into okay, I'm going to kill the trade now, as you can see. I'm going to do it on my live as well. Just to, I might re-enter if we go further back up. I just want to because we're at the end of the. Do you mean when I enter a trade that I go more into the mindset how I would do it as a beginner going into a trade, or just making videos for beginners how to get into trading, or help me with what would you be interested in seeing, for example, during the stream, or going over it? Like yesterday I went over ICT's video, for example, and tried to make it a little bit more practical. I notice when I get really into depth about technicals, a lot of people go away because I don't think they're really interested in it. So it's sort of like difficult for me to, people want to have entertainment, so that's also very important to keep it fun. So you have to find a balance between educational and fun. And then I guess if I think maybe make more videos on the educational stuff, right? So they can choose to watch it. But I think it's important to keep the sessions as fun as possible, a little bit light. So you see what I mean with 4 o'clock. Now you see also on my screen it prints the 4 o'clock, right? Because I use the 4 o'clock a lot in my analysis, in my models. So for me, I'm always aware about around this time that we could have an important shift or something. So I killed the trade, and that's good because it could still go up though. But I'm always wary of the 4 o'clock because then we get a spike of volatility. And it's midway of the 4 hour 2 o'clock. Now, are we going to go to this level? I think so. I like this. It's because most of the beginners went to YouTube and see trading is very, and they give up. You need to upload some setups so they become motivated. Aha. Okay. Yeah. You mean just some clear models? Okay. Is that how you feel as well? See trading different, they give upload. How to, okay. I think that's a very good, I think that's very, I'm going to think about that, how to, okay, I'm going to get back in for the last part of the macro. Let me see. I'm still on my bullish. These are very small. Okay, so now why did I get back in, right? I'm going to do the same.
Order filled.
Let's get into the logic. Hold on, I'm just managing my trade. Yeah. So I actually went into with a mini on this last bit of the trade, and I'll tell you why I did it in 2 steps. So I'm basically scalping the macro so you saw that I got out, right? Because I wanted to be sure that for this last move what 4 o'clock was doing, and now I have the same trade on my live account. Let's see. I've got a very tight. I'm trailing my stop with it, so no losing trade. My live account is even trailed higher because I just don't want to have any losing trade. It's because I'm just starting out. I'm very I'm still warming up. So I'm looking at this 690 level here. That's my TP. Come on, go. Yeah, I think that's very good feedback because I'm trading, and then for me sometimes I forget what is, and I'm using it, but I forget to really to simplify it because it becomes so normal if you use specific things, and that's why it's so good to refresh yourself and go back into the basics. And then you're like, oh, I'm actually doing this, or I'm doing the 2022 model, but I'm looking at different things, and then I don't even realize that it's actually the basics that I'm using, right? So, okay, I'm just want to make sure that my trade is going well, is going in the proper direction. Nice. Okay, come on, get to the, give me my level. Make my day today. So, but you saw, so for me, I'm thinking about those things, but I think, oh, so many people did that already, like silver bullet. So are people really interested in that? So you would watch that, and wouldn't you? Okay, I'm just thinking if it's more like going over it live, maybe with people as well, in like in the stream, and giving it more attention. But let me just think, because now my trade is going 407.
Order filled.
Okay, got out of my trade on my life.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
I'm just taking it on another
Order
account
filled.
quickly. Come on, go to that level. You're almost there. Give me some coffee money. There we go. Just spike. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. One more. Just a little leg up. Just a little leg up. There we go. Boom.
Order filled.
Nice. Oof. Okay, gotcha. Okay, my level got hit. Okay, that was nice one. Level got TP hit. So TP got hit just now. I took it on my live account as well. So that was this little trade. I took it in 2 steps. I wasn't really because we're all-time high. I waited at because 350 to 4, and I always, you know, when we already have a run up, you know, that you can split the macro in 2. 350 to 4, and then 4 could be a turn because we took liquidity, right? So I was waiting what happened here, and then when I saw this candle and we went above the 4, then I knew I had this level here, and I took a trade right up to here. And you see how precise it's almost. Yeah, I was. Yeah, so I haven't been, like I said, I came to the charts really late. I was actually 15 minutes late. I've been busy with other things. And, you know, normally when I prepare, I do my journaling from the last day and I sit in my charts, and I can be very confident in my trades. And I don't know if you've seen me lately, then I get in and I don't have any foam. I'm very like, but I got in and out a few times because I was like, for one, I'm trading my live account, and 2, I'm just getting back, and I just, I'm like getting into it, and then I notice as well, like, okay, well, I just don't. But I have you see my level, how it's pretty solid, right? Yeah, you caught me. I was really, yeah, it was, yeah, because this market is really, it hasn't been easy, to be honest, even though you are, your analysis, there are 2 different things. Your analysis can be spot on, but your execution can be shit, and you can still have a losing day. Even though, like me, sometimes I'm analyzing trades, but, if I have a level, which I know, look how precise this level is. You have a level, but sometimes you get like a retracement in between, and sometimes you need to understand those signatures of the algorithm sometimes, and you miss that. So you can have a daily level, but to get there, and you don't want to get there in one way, you can still have a losing day. So there's 2 different things: analysis and execution. So, and sometimes I notice, like, I getting, like, at some point I notice, okay, my technical levels are getting better. I can read charts, but sometimes you can read them for over a day, and then during the day, because I'm still a day trader, I want to get in and out. What the F is going on? I'm really not doing well. But the best thing is when both are, when you feel like you're doing well on both. But yeah, I was really like, I could tell, like, okay, so what I'm going to do when I'm going to end this stream, I'm going to go for my morning walk. I'm going to get my exercise and get some. I'm going to relax a little bit, and I'm going to think of what you said. But like I said, you can be correct with your. For example, what could have happened is, like, we could have had a turn here, going to this level and then go up to this level, for example. So I was nervous for that, and when we have price action, but it's not, we don't have a low resistance liquidity run. Yeah, and after a whole week like this that we had, which was not easy, I I think I should make a short of that breath, right? I think you know what? I think this is a good. I think you gave me a good idea for a short. Hitting TP, but still being relieved after TP being hit. Because I'm gonna look at this video, and then I think I really made a. Thank God, yeah. Hallelujah. Oh my God, that's so funny. So anyway, but Shasa, did you see the video that I made on how the brain works for over trading? Because I really would like, I really appreciate your feedback, and I'm going to think about videos, and it really helps for me to hear it from you, because for me it's like, oh my God, but people can, there are so many videos already out there on that topic, so why would someone really want me to do it? So you want me to go over silver bullet, powerful setup? Yeah, I think the silver bullet in London hasn't been talked about a lot, so I think that's a good one to do, because I trade London. So I think that one would be nice to do, don't you think? Silver bullet London. So I'm going to think about that one. No, we're even going higher. Or we have not even met that level. Oh, look at that. Are we going to 150? So I'm not getting in anymore, because for me now it's like, okay, it might just grind up. I have no idea. I don't have an edge now, to be honest. This was my edge until this 125 level. But then you can see, right, it just taps into this. Like ICT said, stay bullish until the market tells you we're not anymore. So if you have a change in the state of delivery on the higher time frame. So Shahzad, tell me, how long have you been trading? And are you trading ICT? Give me some background information. Would you like to see more mindset, psychology videos as well? There are so many good AM session YouTubers already, I think. So I decided not to do that yet, because I thought, let me just do London, because London is a little bit less crowded also, and I think I must say, maybe I'm wrong, because I do see a lot of London people. Maybe it doesn't really matter what time you do, right? Because there are people in any space. But I thought, what? I like to do I have very good setups in PM and lunch session and London. So I thought, what? And I need a break, so I thought to take an AM session break. But ICT 1.5 years, yeah, good, nice. Are you enjoying the videos from ICT, what he's been doing the last 2 days? So what ICT does, right? He goes over the daily, but I just wanted to go over something. Let me just. So what ICT does a lot. I'm going to get rid of this one here. He calculates these wicks, right? So what I use is quarters and 1/3. So let me just get rid of these. So I did a recap yesterday. So I've done. I'm trading now in total 7 years, but I have done ICT now. I think it's now 2.5 years. But I've done core content twice. I've been really deep diving into ICT, but I'm also adding time. I had a few other mentors, and they gave me some more time elements. So I combined ICT building blocks with time. So you'll see me a lot using time. So like I said, for example, in the macro, okay, I'm gonna, for example, when I see I think we're gonna get a move down now, but I have a time-based model, the 10-4. Even yesterday it worked. I'll show you. I'll give you that model because that makes it very mechanical. You take the stress out of you. Talking about stress. I'll show you my 10-4 model, and even that on a day like yesterday, how it worked, it just took longer. Let me just show you the. So I graded the daily candle, right, from ICT. Do you see this? Hold on, I just want to show you something. So I graded this wick, right? This one here. Now we go back to the 4-hour. So how could you have been bullish if you see this on the 50%? So this candle goes into it. This is a 2 o'clock candle. So this tells you a lot, right? If the 2 o'clock candle hits it and goes back up, the next, so we can be bullish in this 4-hour candle. We are going to get a rejection at some point, right? But this is a on the 4-hour, very good indication that we were going to be bullish at the start at 2 o'clock. You know, you get the open, you get the manipulation to the downside, so that's here, right? Let me show you. So this 4-hour candle opens right over here. You see that? You get a manipulation to the 50% of that wick, which is right over here in this area. And then the candle starts moving up. So this is the wick. So this is the power of 3, right? The AMD. So open, so accumulation, then you get the manipulation. Right, you're here in this area. Let me get rid of this line. I want to get rid of this line. So we open. Look at this. Look at the 4-hour open price here, and then look to the left. Accumulation, right? Then you get the manipulation. That's the 4-hour wick, and then we go up. That is this move up. That's where you want to enter if you're long. So I wasn't behind the chart, so that's how I try to trade. To get into these manipulation moves, and that's how I also use my 10-4. So this is the same information that if we go over my 10-4 model, I'll show you. So even though you can see here, so you get a low here and then it starts moving back up, right? But if you would have looked, if I would have been behind my chart, which I wasn't, and I would have this information, then I wouldn't have this insecurity that you saw me having. You see, on the 4-hour, we already tapped into the 50% of this wick, indicating it was going to be bullish, right? Because you cannot tell anything from the daily wick because it's just one big green candle, but on the 4-hour, it gives you more insight, right? Look here, this is the 50%. And now let's go to the hour. Because then you can see the order blocks right here. Here again, look at this one. How beautiful. This one, this candle is so beautiful. This really gives you the insight for changing the state of delivery. And now we're going up. Yeah. Okay, let me show you my 10-4 on the 15 here. Yesterday. Now, let me see, where were we yesterday? Wednesday? Yesterday was Wednesday, right? Yeah, I'm still confused. Tuesday? Okay. This one doesn't go. I have to change my my screen for you. I'll change my screen because this one doesn't go back far enough to show you. Let me just see if I've got my 4 o'clock on this one here. No, okay. I'll change my screen because then I can show you how I traded the before FOMC, the 10-4 model, and that it still worked on even on FOMC day, but it took much longer than normal. Okay, hold on. Time matrix. Hold on. Time matrix. Okay, let me just change because you need to go. There we go. Okay, let me show you my 10-4 model again. And I've been sharing that here a couple of times, but I just want to show why it's so powerful and that even on a day on FOMC. So I'm on the 15-minute here. There are a couple of rules, but I just need to go over. Wednesday we were against. Yeah. Where is the 10 o'clock? Yeah, we printed 10 o'clock here. Yeah, okay. So the 10 o'clock is here, and this is the 4 o'clock I was using. There are rules for the 4 o'clock, but I will get into. I'll make a PDF on it because it's. Why did I know it would go to this 4 o'clock? Because this is the Monday. This is the Monday or the Tuesday 4 o'clock. But so power of 3, guys. So the 10 o'clock was here. You get a candle. It opens. Normally, what you want to do, at some point you're already bearish, right? So I was already bearish, and I knew I had to look to a 4 o'clock more to the left, further down. So what you try to do with the model like this, you try to get into the manipulation. If you have open, high, low, close, right? So you look for the manipulation, but if it's too difficult, you just wait until it goes back into the 10 o'clock, and then you have your confirmation that you're going down. So either or. Improvement is getting into the manipulation area, so that means in this little wick here, it's not that small. We're on the 15-minute, right? Don't forget about that. So 476 to, okay, well, it's small. It's just 4. But then again, you get the next candle and it overpasses it. So this is tricky because you think, oh, I'm waiting, and then it goes through it, and then it goes back up into it. Days like this, that happens. So you might get a stop out, but you just get back in. When you're already bearish, you get stopped out once. Shit happens, but then you get back in, right? So, and then it was just a matter of riding it down all the way to here. But you see this price action here. This is nasty because normally it goes there very quick, but you had to wait. But it went to it exactly here at 12:15, 12:30. So it gives you direction. Yeah, people. It is all about studying, journaling, getting into it, and then finding out. And then, if you make a model out of it, you simplify it. Because some people call themselves ICT traders when they just only heard the term a fair value gap. But you have to know the logic behind what does it do? Why does a breaker become a breaker? A breaker is a filled order block, right? Because you go to the upside. A breaker is a order block, which is, if it's an order block, gives you a green order block is a bearish. We get into it. It's a bearish. It gives a bearish indication. But the moment it becomes a breaker, it becomes a bullish. Then it becomes a bullish order block. So it's just all about logic. Okay, I'm gonna let me write it down because I'm saying things and I'm like, oh, maybe that's also good to breaker filled order block. I'm I'm going to write down whatever you said as well. I'm going to think about how this is really what okay. Fill, order block, breaker. But Shazad, can I ask you a favor? I would like you, if you look at my video, the one on the how the brain works of overtrading, because I think that's a very important one. What do you think about that? If you have time to just watch it, I would just love to have your opinion on it. You know, is it for a new trader? Is it simple enough? Just give your honest opinion. I don't mind if it's negative, because it's, you know, constructive criticism. So you can be totally open with me about those things. So if you would have the time, I would highly appreciate that. So I can improve things, right? Because that's what it's all about. So. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it at here, because I don't have any edge to trade right now, because we're just going up, 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 and I just want to prepare. I'll be back for sure for the PM session, but maybe even, yeah. So you would join me when I would do the AM session as well. Yeah, well, how can I overcome the fear? I think that video that I made is actually, it is not about discipline, it's actually about the brain. And exactly that video goes over why you experience it as fear, right? Because I think the video might answer a lot of your questions, because a lot of people, you know, they say you have to be disciplined, you cannot overtrade when you have but I think it's the biology. That's why I made that video. Watch the video and see if it answers a few of your questions, actually, because I think the brain perceives a losing trade as fear, and that's why you get into this loop. And I explain in that video how the brain works and how to sort of like I gave some tips at the end how to work with it. So let me know if it helps you, because I think it might be interesting. And if it's not enough, I'll make another one on top of that, because I think the discipline comes after understanding the biology. That's how I see it. Because you know, it was for me also like, you know, I think I've reached a certain level of technical skills, but yet sometimes I'm like, why the F am I still losing? You know, so you're consistently profitable, and suddenly you get into a phase that you are breaking your rules, and you're just, you know, losing your evaluations and even funded accounts, right? And I'm like, why? And I know all the rules and I know all the logic, right? But then I really got into it, and listening to psychologists and doing some more research on my own. And even that part I already actually knew a long time ago, but then I was like, okay, how does it work for me? So then I found out it's not only discipline, and people think, oh, I'm just not disciplined enough. Yeah, you are. But you have to reset the biology, because it's biology. It's just, you know, hormones and things that really, you know, trick us. And that's how the markets book, right? So you must also think and know that the markets are designed around fear and greed of our mindset. So they know exactly how to operate, and that's why we also have to be very careful with the prop firms. I love prop firms, don't get me wrong, but they are from a predatory nature. They know how it works, and they know that the mindset of people are, you know, I mean, even that, you know, it's a good example. You heard me, you know, when I got out of the trade, you know, fear was instigated because of the way the price action was booking, and I wasn't really, you know, I didn't have my levels. I didn't get in my 2 a.m. trade, which was the best trade right over here. You know, I got in late, so then you know, the traps work, what they've put for us, because it's all designed. It's by design. So So it's not like how can I really overcome? You just need to understand it more. And that's why I want to go away now, and I'm going to have my walk, and so I'm really prepared better for the AM session, and I want to go full blown. I mean, week 3 is normally my best week, and we've been sitting on our hands. I'm very eager to trade now, but I want to be in a very good mindset. I want to be very, sure about my trades, and then yeah, you'll see me. I go for the. I think we're going to get a lot of low resistance liquidity runs now. They're coming, and I want to be prepared, and I get them, and I get the really long moves, and I hope I can show that on stream. I get in. There's hardly any drawdown. No insecurity, stop loss is set. It's like my 10-4 model. It's mechanical. There's no fear. And if I do get stop out, I don't care, because I know I'm just, maybe it's in the next macro. And then, you just get stopped out, but your stop is small enough that but the move is still coming, but I'm just a little bit too early. That's fine. We cannot time the market 100%. Watch the video and give me your honest, just your purest feedback. And I love it that you're honest with me, and I love the feedback that I've given. And I'm going to think about it during my walk. And making good videos take a little bit of time. So I'm going to think about what I want to do, how I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to work on it, and hopefully I can get them on. But I need your tips. So I love it. I thank you. That's why I love doing this channel. Because I love connecting, and I love it also helps me to become a better trader, and I want to grow together. So yeah, keep it coming, keep them coming, and don't hold back if there's something you think oh, I'm afraid to. You won't really hurt my feelings very quickly, because I would rather know than people just walk away and go elsewhere, and I never knew why, right? So yeah. Anyway, I'm happy. I'm very appreciative of you guys hanging out with me and giving the feedback. Okay, so I'm going to touch some grass. Oh, look at that move! Beautiful. I love it. Love it. Let me see if I had the I want to get those levels back on, so I want to see if it goes back to the 150 level. I just want to see if I use this so how I calculated it. I used the manipulation move on the higher time frame. Hold on, I didn't take the wicks in this situation, because that's not always the case, I must say. So as you can see, I used the 125, 1.5, and 175 a lot as well. And you saw there was a nice retracement here, right at the 125. So that's how I used the 120 for retracement. Okay, 4 hour. I'm just checking in my. Okay, I'm going to use the 1 hour now. I like the 1 hour better because it's clearer here and here. Let's keep it at this. Okay. Okay, guys. I will see you back later. I'm going to think about the time. I can adjust anything. I can just also do a longer. I can also do like a start at the AM session all the way through, and then take a break during the session. That's a possibility, because I'm like, if I'm behind the charts, I might as well be live, because there's so much to go over, and there's a lot of opportunities in lunch. People overlook. People are really. It's not that. Especially depending on certain. Because what I'm thinking now, because we have we're going to get a large move right in London. We might get a very choppy AM session. It's going to consolidate, because it doesn't really go. We won't have a move like London AM PM. So yeah, I'll have a look, and then I think maybe it's even maybe even make the move come back a little bit before lunch. But yeah, keep your eyes on the. I don't know if you're subscribed to my channel. Yeah, keep an eye on because I might change the times a little bit depending on what the AM session is doing. So yes, okay. So I'm gonna work with your feedback, Shazad. I'm really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys later. Hopefully, don't do anything stupid. Only when you have an edge, trade it, and otherwise just wait. We're gonna get a lot of easy moves. They're coming. They're really coming. And if you wait, you'll be rewarded for it. So yeah, this is all I want to say. So anyway, I'm gonna see you guys later. Thank you so much, and I'm gonna work on some thoughts and keep it going, the feedback, because it's what I need to get these ideas. Ciao ciao for now. Bye bye.